All right, guys, here we go. On our way to go see Jurassic World. So we'll see. All right, here we go. Take this adventure with us. Yes. No. Woo! All right, guys, we have survived Jurassic World. We have survived. We have come out of the theater.
Only 10 minutes ago.
I'm going to be really honest with you guys, all right? I'm not going to be biased or anything. I'm going to be really honest.
And spoiler alert.
No, not too much spoilers. No, but I'm going to be really honest. And for me, of course, we'll do a little swing here with Cranky Critic and Lady Fat Blood. But I was entertained, guys. I'll be honest. I really was not impressed by the trailers of this film. I know I really thought that, I was just dogging it. And if you watch our rant videos about when we were doing our Jurassic Park trilogy discussion videos, parts 1 through 3, I was just really not impressed at all for this film. So, but have an open mind. And we all went into it, and for me, I was entertained. I mean, I wasn't blown away. I wasn't coming out of the movie, theater going Jurassic World, baby. Ah! I wasn't doing that. But I had a smile on my face. I was entertained, and it was fun. For what it was fun. Fans, diehard fans, especially out there, you guys will not be insulted. That's what we were concerned with, that this film was just going to insult and just take a big on the, the fans of the franchise. But no, you won't be insulted. You can, I recommend fans of the first film to go, get a free night out, go out and get some popcorn, and it was entertaining.
You're up.
Yeah. I admit it. I wanted to hate it. I really wanted to hate it. The trailers looked stupid. The CG looked terrible. The dialogue. The trailer dialogue is pretty representative of the worst you're gonna get for dialogue in the film. There was a lot of schlock dialogue in the movie. There were a handful of moments where I was like, okay, get back to the dinosaurs. Get the one-dimensional villainry that took place in the film was there. But I will purchase the movie on Blu-ray. I thought the score went a bit too far in a few places, but then brought it back, and I felt like the score was pretty representative of the movie, where it took it some places where I didn't need to go, but then it drilled into my little black heart and got to me a couple times as a fan of the first one. I just rewatched the first one a couple days ago and enjoyed the hell out of it still. And yeah, I hate to admit it, I enjoyed it. I felt like they didn't insult me as a fan, and I felt they put more effort into this than it deserved. More effort than 3 possibly could have. I felt like they tried, and I wholeheartedly appreciate the effort. So good job. Thank you.
Still processing here. Process.
Yes.
He requires the second viewing.
Process.
That is his
But
thing.
as of now,
right now, I just did a Jurassic Park marathon last night.
Ooh.
1, then 2, then 3.
Oh.
And so those movies are fresh in my mind, and absolutely enjoyed the experience of going through what I would call our Jurassic Park, because this Jurassic World is Jurassic Park for a new generation. This actually, welcome back to the point of actually having a story in a Jurassic Park movie, where this movie was very story-based, characters trying to build that up. Did it do it well? It was mediocre. It was there. It was kind of in your face a little bit, and I felt that there was quite a few storylines going on with all the different characters. But otherwise, they gave a base, which it needed. Colin Trevorrow, did I say that right? Is that the name of the director?
Oh, wow. I don't even know.
He is a nobody in the world because Spielberg found him, and I think this is his first big budget film. And obviously, he's hitting a home run out of the park. 511+ million.
Oh.
It is now the highest grossing opening weekend of any film.
Wow.
For the opening week. So guaranteed sequel is going to come. Jurassic Park 5, what do you say? 3 years? 4 years?
If they're smart.
Maybe less.
If they're smart, 3 years. 3 years is a respectable time for a sequel.
Jurassic World, it was getting off to a slow start, which I kind of like, because again, we need more time to absorb a film in, which is what I believe a lot of films today are lacking. Jurassic World definitely had some moments, finally got in there where it finally connected to the fans, gave you some hints of part one. I said, thank you. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
A lot of Easter eggs.
Exactly. Little stuff that's in there that's just enough for the fans to be able to say, I accept this. I felt that the formula of the film, kind of like Terminator Salvation, where it broke the Terminator formula.
Right.
You know, of always time travel and always having Arnold come back to assassinate somebody.
Right.
That was done for the first 3 films, where the 4th one then changed it. And of course, this Jurassic World kind of does the same thing. It's not like we're going to the island to be surprised or anything. We already know we're here and why we're here. But they gave a very big operational theme park story behind it, where there was much more going on than just your basic, let's run away from dinosaurs like Jurassic Park 3. My final thing that I will say, I think that Joe Johnston now has the dog movie in the franchise. Not to say that his movie didn't do what it did well. I think Jurassic World had a very big lack of robots, which is what I was looking for. Of course, in today's modern day movies, everything just goes to CG, and that's just basically what it is. I'm interested in looking into the what robotics they might have used when the behind the scenes come out. But otherwise, I think that Jurassic World did very well in making up for the ending of Jurassic 3, where
the mistakes of 3.
Not only I mentioned before in our Jurassic 3 review, which was killing the T-Rex off, which of course was just a reason to make a bigger, badder, and oh my gosh, we got to be scared of the Spinosaurus. And then of course this movie does the same thing with the Indominus Rex, of just literally just building up that storyline, and just this thing is so big and bad, but without destroying much of the ending, there is a very good homage to the fans, if you want to call it that. A very fitting ending with a standard formula for movie going, if you want to call it that. It's not necessarily like it's too unpredictable, but it was just kind of like, when are you going to show us this? And let's see it. And so they do well. They do well. They didn't cheese it up too much. But it does.
Last 20 minutes of the movie is great.
It's just a big action scene, is what it is, with a bunch of dinosaurs. So
it's stuff you want to see. It's not,
Yeah, and so the end of the film finally redeemed itself. Is like, here we are. We're going to make a new set of films with Jurassic Park original trilogy behind us, and here we go.
All right.
And again, it's Jurassic Park for the modern age for now, while not spitting on us.
I again will. Accept Jurassic Park 3 as part of the original trilogy, if you want to call it that. This will probably spawn a new trilogy. I hope they keep it going well, and I hope the next one doesn't do too much sequelization to it. But this one did give a new, fresh start and some new characters to go on.
All right, so final verdict, final score for me, Pet Samurai Guy. I'm going to give it a...
Out of 5?
Out of 5. I'm going to give it a 3.7.
Wow.
Out of 5 stars.
There you go.
I want to say that I gave The Lost World 3.5.
Now, why was that again?
That was because it fit very well into the Spielbergian Jurassic Park world.
Which this movie didn't, really.
This movie didn't. I think it did a good job tributing the Spielberg films, which I appreciate. It did a good job making a new style, kind of a new paving its own road. I think I'm teetering between giving it just a hair above The Lost World, only because it didn't clone the first movie, but it did enough to make me not hate it, and then it's going off in its own way. And if the sequel comes out and it sucks, I don't have to worry about it, because I enjoyed this one enough to where if the next movie sucks, I can include this in with the trilogy. It doesn't feel like it's part of the trilogy, but it feels like it's a good companion piece, maybe, if that's a good way. So I'm kind of teetering because nostalgia drives me to still love The Lost World, and I have no nostalgia attached to this one, so I think because it did tug on the nostalgia towards the end, I'm 3.6.
Oh wow, you guys are going into some points here.
Just a hair above The Lost World. I don't love it more than The Lost World.
Yeah, I can't give it a 4.
No.
I can't. But
and the reality is you compare The Lost World to this film, Jurassic World, and they are two completely different films. Again, we mentioned that the franchise has got new hands. Basically, it's a new style. It's modernized. And therefore, where we gave the strength of the review for The Lost World was higher. And even though we talked about how The Lost World with today's modern day audience really hasn't held up as well.
Right.
But we all believe that Lost World still had a little more oomph in it than the Jurassic Park 3 because Jurassic Park 3 had such a lack of story. And definitely learn about the behind-the-scenes stories on Jurassic Park 3. It's an interesting read. But for Jurassic World, it's a tough one. It's now you're at 4. You've got to fit it in there and go, well, I thought it was better than this. Didn't think it was good as that. It's still not a classic. It's not a classic. It's not an original. It's still living off of the fame of the original, if you want to call it that. So I am going to say, I'm going to match my Lost World 3.5. And the reason being is, even though they're two separate films, I don't believe that either sequel is stronger than the other from completely different directions.
Right.
The Lost World strength was because it had a moralistic story, kind of getting you to kind of feel for the CGI dinosaurs, if you want to call it that. And the Jurassic World already kind of had that established, but was, I just think, a little loose in its execution of editing.
The villainry was a hindrance.
Yeah, it was a little too much.
Very one-dimensional, very roll your eyes and just kind of roll with the punches until something more interesting comes along.
But for modern-day summer movies, what Jurassic Park was for the summer movies in the 1990s compared to summer movies of today, Jurassic World succeeds as a summer movie of today.
All right, that's great. Wrapping it up.
Enjoy the editing.
All right, guys, that's it for today, and we'll see you next time. Fat Samurai. Oh wait, show them the shirts. Die Hard fans, show them the shirts. Look at that. Apparently, I thought this was the Highlander reboot day, so I wore the wrong shirt. There can be only one, damn it.
That's right. There can only be one Jurassic Park. There you go.
All right, guys. See you guys next time.